Hello, welcome to the War Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, so Steelbird Steelbird Qualifier number 5. Alright, we're going to be looking at Carlos Break vs whoever. We're a little late, and we're a little late to this match, so I'm sorry for anyone that wanted to watch that. But don't worry, I'm still going to have the finals. So we will be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for commentary on this tournament. Alright, we are back. Turn number 1, final match, since I missed out on the semifinals. Lucas vs Carlos. Alright. What do I think is going to happen? Well, I think that... I don't know what this Gyarados has. Maybe... I'm not sure if it's a setup Gyarados or if it's a flail one. Well, I guess flail, and I guess it's kind of a setup one, but when I refer to a setup one, I'm just referring to just Dragon Dance. I'm not referring to flail. So, there we go. Alright, so Haunter came in. Weezing is also there too. I'm going to suspect that Weezing... Will-O-Wisp? Thunderbolt. Nice. Carlos, I'm not too sure if this Haunter has any setup move. I'm not sure if it's a substitute Focus Punch one. I don't know. By the way, speaking about that, what is Haunter's attack stat? Oh, that's probably why I don't see any Focus Punch Haunters. I was wondering. I was like, why? I mean, I see Substitute, and when I see Substitute, I usually think of Gengar. But Haunter. Now I know why a lot of people don't run Focus Punch. But why would you run Substitute? That's my question. I guess it's to prevent paralysis or Will-O-Wisp. I don't know, just a guess of mine. Alright, so what does Gardevoir have? Alright, so I'm thinking well, Jolteon's gonna come in. Magneton. Magneton might switch, predicting that Magneton can't really do anything to Jolt, so... Yeah. Man, Carlos revealed quite a lot in the match. Alright, so Haunter's going to come right back in. Magneton's going to switch out as well. And Chansey's coming in. Alright, so... Lucas has also revealed a little bit of his pokes. Now, Chansey's going to switch back into Magneton. Haunter might switch. Or do sub. Okay, so Haunter was able to successfully pull off a substitute. Now, here's what raises a question. Okay, Shadow Ball. So it's either going to be Shadow Ball or probably Thunderbolt. Alright, Magneton has Hidden Power. I presume it's Hidden Power Fire. Alright, so what's Haunter going to do? Haunter could switch into something else or continue to do Substitute. I mean, I don't know why I would want to do that. I mean, Haunter has leftovers, so... Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. I'm glad you all didn't hear that. Alright, so Tentacruel could do Ice Beam, but I'm not sure who's faster, Tentacruel or Flygon. Now, at the time I researched this, a move might happen, so I don't want to be researching this right away. It's either going to be a Jolly Flygon, or it's going to be a Timid Tentacruel that's going to outspeed. Flygon, I think, can OHKO Tentacruel by Earthquake, and Tentacruel can OHKO Flygon by Ice Beam. a lot of tension in this match. Alright, so Tentacruel is going to run away, and wow, Thunder Punch. Nice. That was a nice call. Could Gardevoir be the first prediction? Sorry, that might be something for a little bit. If you hear me grabbing a paper towel, it's because I have something now. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening here, but whatever it is. Oh, I love that glitch. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, I love this glitch. If only Flygon doesn't do Thunder Punch. I think this would be great. Now, while we're in the screen of wonders, let's go ahead and switch out Flygon. Well, there we go. Jolteon's going to come in. Flygon's going to switch because Flygon is probably Choice Banded, and it would have done Earthquake, which would have knocked out. It would have done Thunder Punch, and Thunder Punch would have not been effective because of Jolteon's Volt Tackle. But, or not Volt Tackle, Volt Absorb. Thunder Punch gets, if Thunder Punch makes contact with Jolteon, then Jolteon's Volt Absorber is going to render it useless, and it'd almost be like a free trip to the Pokemon Center for Jolteon. So there we go. Alright, so Flygon was kind of locked into Thunder Punch. Alright, so what is Jolteon going to do? Well, Jolteon could either do Thunderbolt or switch because of the Earthquake. Alright, Jolteon's going to take a risk here. Let's see, is Earthquake going to do a lot? Almost. Now, Jolteon could switch. I have a hunch that it might switch. Maybe Gyarados? Wow, I called that right away. Man, it was either going to be Gyarados or Flygon. But, yeah, it was Gyarados. Oh, man. Alright, so this Gyarados could have Substitute. I'm not sure if it does, but I think it should have it. Nope, just going directly for the Waterfall. Alright. Now, Weezing might go into Flygon or might risk it and go for Will-O-Wisp. Alright, so Weezing risked it. Wow, tongue twister. And went for Will-O-Wisp. Alright, so Weezing could switch, possibly. Or decide to go for Thunderbolt if it has it. Alright, so Weezing's going to switch into Chansey. Tentacruel's going to do a knockoff, which is going to knock off the leftovers, which is going to really be a detriment to Chansey's usage in this match right now. Alright, so Tentacruel is going to keep trying to hit it hard with the Surf. I don't think that it's going to really budge. Tentacruel's going to be paralyzed. Could Tentacruel switch? I don't know. Seismic Toss. Alright, so Tentacruel is pretty much... It's pretty much a slow death for Tentacruel at this point. Tentacruel is trying its best to land some sort of status, aka poison, or some sort of thing to kind of make Chansey less useful. But the leftovers has been knocked off, so there you go. Now, if I were Tentacruel, I would probably switch into Chansey, predicting... Or no, Chansey, sorry. Every single time you think Chansey's going to do a Thunder Wave, you might want to switch into Jolteon, because every electric move is like a Pokemon Center for Jolteon. Alright, so Surf. Alright, so Lucas reveals that he has a Tentacruel, and now we know all the teammates here, so that means I can now make calculated calls at this point on both sides. Well, at least what I can figure out in my head. Okay, so there's the Surf, and Tentacruel's just going to exchange some Surfs. I'm not too sure if Tentacruel... I think both Tentacruels are kind of scared to switch at this point, because Tentacruel's a pretty heavy hitter, and I don't think anything really wants to take a Surf from here. Alright, so if I were Carlos Break, I would... Let's see. Sir... Guess he kind of already did it. Alright. I'm not too sure what Lucas's Tentacruel was holding. I'm not too sure if he did knockoff already or not. But if he didn't, then I think this would be a good time to do it. Alright. Alright, so critical hit. Wow. These Tentacruels are just gonna stall it out here. They're not gonna budge any bit. They're gonna be like, no, we're staying here to the very end. Alright. So wow. These Tentacruels really don't want to budge, do they? I get that general impression. Carlos, I'm sorry to say, but you lost a pretty good sweeper. And now this means that you kind of needed a counter to Flygon, and you don't... Well, I'm not sure if Tentacruel really counts as a counter. I think it's more of a check. You kind of need a Tentacruel. If the Tentacruel had Ice Beam on it, it would have knocked out Flygon, but you don't have it anymore, so yeah. Jolteon, you could try to Thunderbolt, but Tentacruel's probably going to switch into Flygon, predicting the Thunderbolt, and then Flygon is probably going to do... I think Dragon Claw would be the safest move to do. Okay, so I guess Lucas doesn't really care about his sweeper either. Alright, well then. There goes Chansey. Alright, so Jolteon could switch into either Flygon or Gyarados. Flygon. I was leaning towards Flygon because I was thinking, alright, so it's either going to be Earthquake or Superpower. I was thinking those two moves right on top of my head. And I'm not sure if Lucas thinks this, but he might be thinking that. Oh, so Flygon just wanted to be safe and do an all-around move, which was Dragon Claw. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Because Lucas had Wheezing, so yeah. Alright. So Flygon's gonna switch into Amru, I think, right? I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Amanu. Why do I keep wanting to say Maru? Maybe that's... Am I confusing those two? I remember those two as like very old players. Amru. Alright. Amaru. There we go. Amaru. Got the name. Good. He's probably going to be laughing at me. Okay, so... I'm not too sure if this Wheezing has Thunderbolt or not. Alright. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. It was either going to be Thunderbolt or Will-O-Wisp. I wasn't thinking Will-O-Wisp, I was thinking more of Thunderbolt because 4 times weakness. I'm not too sure if this Wheezing even has Thunderbolt though. Wheezing has to have Flamethrower, it has to have it. Otherwise it can't function too well. considering the fact that there are some steel types in OU that Weezing would have to get around. Alright. So... Ooh, taunt. Whoa. Whoa, that's nice. Oh yeah. That's real nice. Carlos, you're really, really smart. That was good. That was not only good, that was great. The way how you did that taunt, you literally heal blocked Chansey. I could be wrong, but isn't heal block a move that was introduced in Gen 4? I think it is. Alright, so... But Chansey was heal blocked! Come to think of it, the devs plan to implement the new region. So if I keep using that terminology, then it might get stuck in my head, and then Gen 4 occurs, and then BAM! I have that mentality. the mentality of being like, he didn't use heal block, he used taunt. What's wrong with you? Oh, man. Oh, Gen 4 is going to be so much fun to commentate on. Alright. I want to talk about Gen 3 right now because we're focusing right now on Gen 3. Alright, so... Fortress is going to come in. Pin Missile. I'm not sure if Pin Missile is going to really be too good. Ooh, spikes. Hunter's smart. Sorry, not Hunter. Carlos is a smart player. He literally taunts everything, so that way, Fortress can't do spikes. Chansey can't do soft boiled. This is brilliant. By golly. This is just brilliant. Now, watch. Haunter might do taunt. Oh. The reign of Haunter is over. But there was a bit of a spark of genius that Carlos had by doing taunt. Literally blocking off all the healing elements of the Pokemon. Alright, so Manu is going to do Waterfall. Chansey's going to faint. Okay, who's next? Flygon is going to come in. Flygon could do Thunder Punch. I think that there's a high probability of Thunder Punch. Gyarados could switch into Jolteon. I think for Lucas's sake, I think he should do Dragon Claw. So that way, he can be safe just in case if Gyarados does decide to switch into Jolteon or Flygon, because Jolteon and Flygon, it's going to be like a Pokemon Center if you Thunder Punch them. I'm not too sure if Carlos can predict that, but if he does, then he could predict Dragon Claws. Alright, so Carlos is kind of doing a bit of some calculations, I believe. He's either doing some calculations or he's just giving up. I hope he's doing some calculations, because this is interesting. And if this match continues, then by golly, this is just going to be very, very interesting. I mean, it would be sad to see him give up. I mean, I would have to cut all this. It's going to be a little sad. Alright, good. Alright. Carlos has some skin in the game, and he's doing Waterfall. Alright. So Dragon Claw is going to prove fatal, and then Jolteon might come in and do something after Gyarados. Gyarados is going to faint. Carlos can't stop it. It's like, think of it like a king in chess, and there's check. You're forced to make a move. You pretty much checked Gyarados into forcing it to knock out. So Carlos has to hope that Jolteon is faster, which it is, and Jolteon saved the match by HP Ice. Carlos has taken back the match. Wow. Alright, let's see if he can continue to take back the match. Alright, so Jolteon might do a Thunderbolt. I think Carlos is going to try to do as much damage as possible. Either that, or he's going to just switch into Flygon, knowing that Flygon can take most of Fortress's punishment. And with that being said, I think that Jolteon's going to switch into Flygon. Yeah, Flygon can take most of Fortress's punishment. Alright. So, there we go. What is Flygon going to do? Well, Flygon can either do Earthquake or Thunder Punch. Maybe Superpower, but I don't want to say Superpower because Superpower lowers down the attack and defense. Thunder Punch is a little bit more plausible. Because Thunder Punch can go through Steel types, which means I'm going to have to say goodbye to this wonderful background, this wonderful battle background, because if Flygon does his Thunder Punch, then it's just going to reset. But it's been nice while it lasted. It's alright. But I see an incoming Thunder Punch. I mean, if Carlos does Earthquake, then how is he going to counter Weezing? Weezing might come in knowing that Flygon is Choice Banded. So Flygon is pretty much forced to do Thunder Punch. Or Dragon Claw, which is not going to be effective, but eh. Alright, so Carlos is being quite brave. Alright, so Flygon. Alright. This is kind of risky. Carlos is putting himself in a very bad position right now. This is a bad position. Dragon Claw would have, if he would have done Thunder Punch or Earthquake, then that would have done a lot more damage to Fortress. Well, Earthquake is not practical. Superpower could be practical because Fortress can't recover. Jolteon could do a Thunderbolt and hope for the best. And GG, Lucas has won. Alright, wow. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh man. Congratulations, Lucas Casiros, for winning the Steelbird Qualifier number 5. Congratulations. And with that being said, this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to our channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News.